Just dedicated to all the trolls out there who keep saying that, your SWAC is a sorry conference and you got to be dominant. You got to be dominant to go to the FBS, and you got to get facilities, and you can't just show up one day and say that I'm going to the FBS and all that bull crap. I love when you find information. I just want to share it to y'all. First, give me a like, share, and subscribe. It's time to put the haters to bed. Just say you don't want to do it. Don't got to go with no kind of nonsense. Because the thing about the internet, you can find anything you want to if you look hard enough. Now, this is the former FCS teams. And I will put the link in the description below so you can leave me alone. All these schools were former FCS schools that went to the FBS, or they bypassed them automatically. Like, hey, we're talking about UTSA. Texas San Antonio originally was going to be part of the FCS, but said, screw it. Let's go to the FBS. And now they did it. Let's just look at these schools, okay? Akron, last year in FCS, 86. They weren't a dominant FCS school. UAB, you mean to tell me in the 2 years that they were in the FCS, they were dominant? No. App State, okay, I'll give you that one. Arkansas State, Boise was. Boston University, probably dropped down, I think. So they no longer play football, that's right. Buffalo, in the 5 years were they dominant? Central Florida, 5 years were they just dominant in the FCS? Charlotte, no. Coastal Carolina, okay, I'll give you that one. Connecticut, waiting. Florida Atlantic, in the 3 years that they were in the FCS, were they dominant? Was Florida International in the 1 year? Oh my God, they were so freaking dominant. They destroyed everybody. They beat North Dakota State by 75. No? Crickets? Okay. Georgia Southern? Okay. Was Georgia State in the 2 years that they were there, were they dominant? Jacksonville State was okay. James Madison, definitely. Kennesaw State, in the 7 years, 8 years, were they dominant? No? Okay. UL Monroe, which is technically the lowest paid FBS school for coaching. Were they dominant? Liberty? Okay. La Tech, 6 years. Marshall? Okay, definitely. UMass? Yeah. Middle Tennessee State? Nevada? I know damn well they weren't. I played there. Old Dominion? 3 years, were they dominant? See what I'm saying here? South Alabama, now 1 year. And South Alabama was 1 year in the FCS. Were they kicking down damn doors? Were they facilitating a dominant species of football? About South Florida. Texas San Antonio never played there. Texas State, were they kicking ass in the No, they weren't. About West Kentucky. Were they? People just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and say it, man. You love driving to conclusions because you just hate HBCU football. Maybe you hate Jackson State. That's up to you. But in order to get this going, we got to remember one thing. We don't care. We're going to still support our school no matter what happens. So the narrative about you got to be dominant, that's not a good narrative. Some schools didn't even exist, moved on to the FBS. All that matters is, do you want to do it or not? Are you willing to put in the work, or are you not willing to put in the work? So maybe it's time y'all just move on and get to where you really want to go to. Because apparently, all you want to do is name drop and hate on Jackson State. Let's be honest with you. You think you're getting points? You ain't getting no points. And I know who the hell is giving me the automatically one dislike. I returned the favor the other day. But for the people who are actually Jackson State supporters, are actually HBCU supporters, we know they locked in their minds about Jackson State. The question is, how we gonna move on from this, man? How they say, I take a thing from Coach Prime today. Coach Prime said this morning, my critics have critics. My haters got haters. Lock their ass out.